Hello, I am Young Faggot Radio from Smart Car Channel, and I'm going to teach you how to be a storyboard artist. Let's go. Did you see this? I'm going to draw the scheme on the paper. Okay. I'm drawing the Jackson house from the movie The Sean Spa Guy. Getting a pieces, drawing the doors of the design of the house. In this scene in the movie, the main character is talking to his mom. What do we have for breakfast today? It's everything normal. You see the movie when it's ready. Wow. And now there it is. In this kid, his dad wants to. He's trying to discover something, a nefarious land of some kind of that has Russian central. So let's go finish here. The stove. I might make this later because this dirty water is really hard. But that's how it does. Well, that's it. I hope you liked the video. Leave a like, subscribe, share with the video with your friends, share the video with your friends, and of course, comment below what you think. Okay, bye.